Welcome back, guys. So this is a continuation of last update on Lost in Love. Last update, we talked about how Say have finally decided that she is going out of the Chivan house forever, and also I've told you how Pakhi has been exposed, how every drama related to the 8 years leap coming this February is happening. So on this video, we're talking about the conclusion of the whole drama before the leap, and on this video includes the death of Say and also by accident, and also the death of Sei and Sei's baby Vinank, and also Bhavani getting Paki and Virat married, after Sei was assumed to be dead. Don't forget to subscribe, guys, in case you haven't, as we jump straight into the video of today. Virat returns to his room and cries missing Vinank. This is after Sei and Vinank have actually left the house. Sei is in a cab and heading toward a bus stop, and then she cries, recalling Virat's arrogance and unjustified behavior. Virat gets angry looking at Sei's photo and breaks things in the room. Ashwini and Ninan tries to control him. Virat cries that Sei took his son away. Bhavani says a baby belongs to the family more than its parents, and Sei calls Usha Tai and informs that she has left home with Vinank and wants her to bring Vinank like she brought her up. Usha says that she loves Vinank more than her life. Ashwini asks Virat to be calm as he is a father now and think about his son's future. He should call Sei back home. Virat sits silently and Ashwini calls Sei. Sei is busy getting out of the cab and searching for a bus that will take her to the Usha's house, and doesn't even listen to the call. Ashwini cries that Sei took away their baby, and Sei gets into the bus. Then when they enter the bus brake fails and the driver starts driving recklessly. Sei's phone falls on the ground and breaks. Passengers plead the driver to stop the bus. The driver says that the brake has failed and continues to drive recklessly. Vinak falls from Sei's hand and Sei searches for him. The bus falls from a ditch. Usha gets tense and watches the news. She calls Sei's phone and finds it not reachable and calls Virat. Ashwini picks up the call and asks Usha if Sei and Vinak have successfully reached her house. Usha informs her about the bus accident news. Ashwini shatters hearing that and informs the family. Virat reaches the accident venue and questions the officers about Sei, and the officers check the passenger list and says many passengers have died and some are injured. He can check in the crematory or medical camp. Virat got to the location. Virat searches for Sei. So Virat reaches at the cremation site where the dead people are lying and searches for Sei at the rescue camp among dead bodies and hopes that Sei's body is not found. He notices Vinank's baby carrier and Sei's bag and breaks down, recalling Sei leaving the house. And now I feel he will actually regret why he allowed Sei to leave the house. And also Sei is seen lying in the jungle injured. She wakes up calling Vinank's name and panics not finding him around. She questions a man if he saw a small boy, and the man says even he is searching for his family. At the Shivan house, Ashwini breaks down worried for Sei and Vinank. Devyani comforts her and says nothing will happen to them. Sei keeps questioning the passenger, who says that Sei was with her in the bus, but she couldn't even find her after the accident. Sei reaches the rescue camp and asks people if they saw Vinank. So Sei is busy looking for Vinank. Virat as well is looking for Sei and Virat. Then Virat reaches there. Virat also went to another location and asked everybody if they saw his wife. He questions an officer who checked the list and says that Sei's name is not included in passengers list who were rescued, and it means that Sei have already been buried. Then Virat breaks down and recalls Ashwini's word that something wrong always happens whenever Virat and Sei separate. He hopes he shouldn't have to let her go. Sei collapses. On the other hand, Virat returns home. The Shivan performs Sei and Vinank's Shanti Puja, that is their last rite, and considers them dead. But however, guys, because I will not really do a continuation about this update apart from the 8 years sleep is what I will continue, so I can as well finish up the story for you people. Say wakes up and finds herself in the hospital. That means Say did not die, right? The doctor asks her to keep lying as she is severely injured. Say searches for Vinank, couldn't find Vinank, and the doctor asks her to calm down as her baby is fine. Say asks her to take her to her son, and the doctor says that she means the baby in her womb is absolutely fine, and maybe she didn't know about it, and that she should take care of herself. And then she recalls her pregnancy symptoms and thinks her Vinank is missing, and she doesn't know if she will be able to deliver the baby in her womb. She doesn't know if she should celebrate the happiness of being pregnant or sorrows or losing her son. Then midway of the 7 years leap rather that we're talking about. So definitely Say survived, and she actually gave birth to the child that she's carrying, that is a pregnancy and she didn't return to the Chivas. They thought she have died, like I read earlier on. And she raised her child. This is the daughter, the girl you see right here, alone by herself. So next update will now be about the 7 years later of the series and how the story will progress. Just like you saw, Pakhi and Virat already married and even have a child. So who is the child that they have together, and every other stuff related is what we're talking about. Don't forget to subscribe in case you haven't, because we'll continue this update as soon as possible. I'll see you guys next time, and bye guys.